Getting all set up today. Go live. Hello. Hello, YouTube family. Pam DuBois here and wanted to go over closing costs with you today. What are closing costs? Maybe some states they call it something else, but here in the Washington, D.C. area, it's called closing cost. And what's closing costs for a buyer? Normally, closing costs will run a buyer around 3.5% to 4% of the sales price. And what does that include? Closing costs is pretty much everything to do with the real estate transaction. So, what you have basically, let's say the contract is ratified and you're ready to go to give the contract to a title company who actually does the title search on the property and do their back end work to make sure that you get the property with clear title and there's no liens on it. But closing costs, basically, you have fees from the lender, you have fees from your home inspector, if you have a home inspector, and then you have fees from the title company. You have third party fees. And the fees that you're going to be paying up front, let's say once the contract is ratified, you're going to have to pay for an appraisal fee up front, which you're going to pay directly to the lender. And then you're going to have to pay a home inspection fee. And the home inspection fee is paid directly to the home inspector. Should you choose to do a home inspection on the property, you just pay those fees directly to the home inspector. Now, all the other fees, you're actually going to get an estimate from your lender of what your closing fees are. But all the other fees are basically going to be put on what is called a good faith estimate. This is an estimate of all the closing costs. So you've got your settlement attorney fees or your title company fees, some escrow, some states basically call it escrow attorney, but they have fees for doing title search, their fee for their attorney's fees, then you have fees for recording, and then of course you've got fees for your transfer and recordation taxes for your state and your county, and these are recording fees that go to actually the state or the county for transferring the property from the seller to you. And those fees are all collected at closing and put on the closing sheet for you so you can go through it. Now, the title company is the one that actually does the final escrow sheet, the closing sheet. And then the lender has their fees that they're going to charge. Basically, they have underwriting fees, they have doc prep fees, they have tax service fee, things like that, and basically that goes to the lender. And you also have escrows that actually goes to the lender, which is your title insurance, not your title insurance, I'm sorry, your hazard insurance, your homeowner's insurance, and your taxes for the county or state that you're in, their county taxes. Those are actually put in escrow and is part of your mortgage payment. And then, of course, all those fees are going to be put together and put on the closing sheet again. I'm repeating myself here. And it is the final numbers that you will need to bring to closing with you as a buyer. That's what your buyer will need to bring with them to closing so they can actually have the final numbers. And these numbers basically at this point up front, it'll be estimated, but you'll have the actual final numbers 3 days before closing, and you have to agree to everything that's on there. Hope this helps as far as explaining closing fees and where it's coming from. And again, it's coming from the title attorney, settlement attorney, your lender that you're choosing. Also, you've got the home inspector that you're actually choosing, and then the appraisal fee. So the two fees that's paid outside of closing is the home inspection fee and the appraisal fee. Everything else will be collected at closing, and you'll need to bring a cashier's, and your buyer will need to bring a cashier's or a certified check. I hope this video helps, and tune back in for more helpful tips on buying a home and maybe some solace information next time. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please push the subscribe button and subscribe to our channel. We'll greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Stay safe, be blessed, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. And we're going to end.